Hello friends, hello and welcome. This is Nabunita, your storyteller. Well, today I'll tell you a story about Tony Robbins. Yes, many of you must have heard about him. Tony Robbins, a very famous names of the times. Do you know about his story? Let me tell you. When Tony was small, he had a very unusual childhood. His mother was physically very abusive. She used to almost bang his head against the walls till it bled. She used to hit him, and Tony, being the eldest of the three children in the family, had no choice but to take care of his siblings. Well, it was those times when they were extremely poor, and his mother remarried almost four times while he was growing up. And one of the Thanksgiving days, his mother was shouting and quarreling with his father, trying to complain that he's not able to take care of the family, and they were all dying out of food, dying because of poverty and no food to eat. They heard a bang on the door, and that was the turning point in Tony's life. Very miraculously, a giant figure, was standing at the door. When Tony opened the door to answer, he found this man holding a big box of food for them. That moment was a different moment for him because he vowed to himself that the way this man actually has helped his family that day, he will help somebody, people who are less fortunate than him, people who really seek help. Someday he will be a hand of help to them. His mother often used to torture him anyhow, and there was one of the Christmas Eves. She chased him with a knife behind him, and Tony simply ran away. He ran and took a shelter in a very small apartment, but he continued to support his family. It was then when Tony had really very hard times. He used to support his means of living just by being a janitor after school. But he used to read lots and lots of books, hundreds of books over the year on subjects like physiology, psychology, and philosophy. One day he met a friend who was a poor man someday but has become successful with time. Tony asked him, questioned his journey to success, and this friend actually mentioned a famous motivational speaker, Ron, who has been a pillar of inspiration for him in his life on his journey. So one fine day, Tony wrote a letter to the speaker, Ron, requesting that he accept him to work with him. And very luckily, Tony was accepted. Ron accepted Tony to work in his wings. It was then Tony grew and developed a different personality. He started traveling all across the country and started giving out speech. He started participating in seminars and started reaching out to millions and millions of people all over the country. After 2 years, his first book was a huge success, which was Unlimited Power. And that actually brought Tony in the mainstream. This is Tony's story. Today, he is one of the most respectable performance coach. He's very famous and renowned. He owns 33 companies of his own. He consults almost 2 lakh people. And he also have been a coach for very high profile people like Leonardo DiCaprio, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Princess Diana, Bill Clinton, and many more. One of the most famous examples that Tony made Oprah Winfrey walk on the fire. Can you imagine? A man who started his life on adversities rocketed to the peak of success. You know how? You also can do this. You can conquer your adversities as well. I believe Tony's story teaches us that we all can conquer our adversities through resilience, commitments, compassion. And like he had taken a vow he vowed to his younger self that someday, if he grows successful, he will be a help to the mass. He really did so. His charity actually fed 50 millions of people all over the world in 56 countries. So, friends, life teaches you through experiences, and the stronger you become, the more you come across your fears and adversities, and you can really conquer them only with the help of your hard work, your potential, your efforts, and your commitments. If you like my story, please comment so that I can bring up many more stories for you every day. Thank you. Namaste.